Hi everyone, my name is Angelica and I'm here to share a channeled message with you from Thoth and Hermes Trismegistus. And I can tell you that the theme is certainly going to be around money and the relationship that money has with our health and our mental state and well-being. So let's have a listen. And excuse me, I am finally just here moving into my new apartment in San Diego, where my daughter and I are going to start a new life. And again, as always, I'm never surprised at the theme because it's always somewhat related to what's going on in my life. And I know lately, obviously with all this transitions and moves, and I'm of course looking at my bank account and wondering, all right, how are we going to make this work? How am I going to pay for all the necessities? And so that's got me losing my hair and just, a little on edge. Okay. It's also going to be the first time I channel standing up because I don't have a chair in this apartment yet. It's pretty vacant still, just kind of some necessities that I'm beginning to kind of bring into the place. So give me a second while I tap in and let's see what the message is today, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing that song. Money, money, it's all about the money, money. Okay, confirming that's definitely what we're going to talk about. And money will always hold the value that we assign it, and will always yield the power over our decisions that we permit it to have. If you believe you need an abundance of money, to find the home, the home of your dreams, or to take that incredible international trip to Ecuador, or your desired destination, then you are subconsciously creating that as a set point, as a threshold, as a contingency. When you say, I need X amount of dollars before I can do this, before I can level up in a new training, before I can move to a new city, before I can buy that new luxury car, then you have just assigned and granted that power to not only money, but a specific set and a specific amount of money. Why would we ever give away that power and give away our sovereignty in such a way? You see, the soul is always 10 steps ahead of the material world, of your physicality and of your physical reality. And while it may be difficult, one must trust that source, the universe, all that is working behind the scenes to orchestrate the magic and sort out the logistics in such a way to align to get you what you desire. Hold the vision steady. But the moment you place those contingencies, it creates a bit of a delay. But your guides, your higher self, they're always working to guide you back, kind of, I'm seeing a knock on the head. kind of knock in there and say, is this really in your highest alignment? Does this truly excite you, or are you acting out of fear? And so know that because your soul is always so far ahead of where you are in your current moment, the rest will rapidly follow if you give it the time, the space to let things unfold as expected. And still, money is but one of many vehicles that create momentum or serve as the bartering system, the way we exchange goods and services in this real world. We get that. But always know that however that money is being exchanged, through different hands, through different means, there's always something grander pulling the strings to get you that right amount that you need at the right time. And sometimes it may come in another form. And using my example here, that maybe you didn't need a 12-month lease. Maybe you needed something temporary. And those temporary opportunities were presented to you. It's also important to look at the limiting beliefs behind why you glossed over those. Why did you dismiss them? Did you have some limiting belief? Take, for instance, did you have a limiting belief about that temporary living situation? Did you believe that temporary living situation would impede on your privacy? Did you believe it wasn't in the right neighborhood? And were all these assumptions? Or was there any truth to those beliefs? Even beliefs or perceptions you had about the individuals you would rent from. And so what could have been a solution for you as you looked at a long-term arrangement that was more in line with your desired state. No, it always comes back to you recognizing in the moment, what are the opportunities in front of me? And feeling into those in your heart space. How do they feel? And if you're choosing, yes, this is aligned, why? Know the why. And if it's not aligned, or you feel that it's not, that it's a no, look deep as to why. Why are you saying no? And all of these decisions, these choice points in your soul journey are opportunities for you to reflect on where you have been holding limiting beliefs, where you have maybe been holding judgments about others, about people, making assumptions. And again, look deep as to whether is there any truth, or is this some outdated belief that is just simply not serving you? And as a result, you may end up in a less than desirable temporary state. And still, you can look at wherever you are at any moment, and start anew. And pivot, change your perspective about where you are now, and hold no regrets. To say, okay, I'm going to make the most of these circumstances, and let this be a trampoline, like a launch. There you go. To be the launching pad to where you want to go next. And again, money is but one earthly tool, vehicle to push you along your journey. It is not what grants wishes, and it is not what takes them away. That is all entirely you driving the vehicle of your life. You are always in charge. Okay, I think that was it. Okay, well. All right, hope you found that helpful, and I have some of my own reflection to do about what came through. And I've been reflecting on this a little bit all day. So, all right, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it.